Well, you know why they're calling it Yashahime, Princess Half Demon, right?
I know.
Why?
Because it's got Yasha in it.
Nope, that's not why.
Oh, do you know why?
Yeah, because they legally couldn't get away with calling the show Who Fucked Sesshomaru.
Also, is it just me, or am I the only one that never really heard any of Inuyasha's opening themes?
No, you're not the only one. And as
I did. They were some of my karaoke songs.
Forever. Boa's Every Heart had me right here. Boa's Every Heart had me right here.
Yeah, I mean, Every Heart is a song that I do on karaoke a lot. Fukai Mori. Yeah, so I don't know. In Twitch, if you guys want to have a karaoke sing-along, I do Boa, B-O-A, a lot.
And in our chat room at twitch.tv/anime jam session, Sia the Beery throws in Fushigi Yugi, the mysterious play. And I will give Pioneer a little bit of shit for this. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, when they put out the dubbed tapes, it was called Fushigi Yugi, the mysterious play. When you bought the subtitled version, it was called The Mysterious Play Fushigi Yugi. Ain't that some shit?
And I'm actually working on a Miyako Yuki cosplay right now, so yeah, that's honestly though, but that generation of animation, when they were starting to get into those kind of tunes for the openings and closings, I love that time in anime music.
Okay,
we are sure to get your favorite fandoms going with a sushi chain that had to rename its anime character bukkake menu item after Ari spits out his teeth after inevitable giggles because all of you naughty people are 5-year-olds with a 5-year-old sense of humor.
He who has not sinned, let them cast the first stone.
I haven't even watched the series yet, so Sure, a Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba tie-up is meant to get fans excited, but not like this. Popular sushi chain, Kurazushi, known as Kura Sushi, is currently running a cross-promotion with hit manga anime Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba as part of their celebration for the franchise's upcoming theatrical anime. Kura Sushi has added a few new items to its menu that are inspired by the animation and the cast. For example, here the Nezuko ice cream with plenty of berries, which Kura Sushi says that it is a dessert that perfectly matches the cute image of the character. But of course, you can't salute Demon Slayer without mentioning its protagonist, Tanjiro, and Kura Sushi has decided to pay its respects in udon noodle form. They've even recreated the iconic green and black checkerboard pattern of his Hayori coat in fish cake form, which sounds super delicious and is eye-catchingly visual. However, it's not nearly as attention-grabbing as the name Kurazushi chose for the dish, Tanjiro's Bukkake Udon. Now, bukkake is a word that can bring up very different mental images depending on how you first heard it.
Thank you, Ari.
Let's discuss possible interpretations. A lot of non-native Japanese speakers' first exposure to bukkake is a term used in the Japanese adult video industry, where it describes
it's something rather in your face.
A scene in those terms that Ari has described to you. But bukkake's original linguistics origin are much more chaste. It's a form verb of bikakeru, which just means to splash something onto something else. In the Japanese culinary world, it's used to indicate noodles in which the broth is splashed and various toppings are dashed onto them. Much like in a lot of Japanese language and linguistics, they are not like English, where we have multiple words for one thing. A lot of Japanese words are one word for multiple things. Because there's nothing inherently salacious about the word, except in y'all's brains, you nasty. Context definitely makes a big difference. And so, Japanese people don't dissolve into giggles when they see bukkake udon listed on a menu, or at least they usually don't. By directly attaching a specific person or character to the bukkake udon, though, Kurazushi muddles the issue of how Tanjiro's bukkake udon is supposed to be parsed. Did you separate Tanjiro's and bukkake udon to indicate that this is a style of udon made in Tanjiro's image, or do you pair Tanjiro's bukkake and make it a descriptor for the udon, implying that these are noodles Tanjiro with Tanjiro seasoning? Let's put it that way. Other commenters had a difficult time keeping their thoughts pure and reacting to the dish's name with, I'm a lowbrow kind of person, so I spent 5 solid minutes giggling at the menu when I saw the name. Totally can't help laughing at it. Look, Kurazushi, sorry to be the one to break this to you, but you probably shouldn't put a person's name in front of bukkake like that. Such a horny name. Imagine putting an order to go, and when it's ready, they say, okay, who's taking home Tanjiro's bukkake udon? Gotta change that ASAP. Apparently, Kurazushi agreed with the last comment, and as you can tell on their newly updated menu, it has been changed. In general, don't feel too bad, because just like we're pretty sure Shakespeare said, a bukkake by any other name would taste just as delicious, apparently. So yeah, if you want to read the article for yourself or follow up with any of the information provided in the article, here you go. Enjoy. Yeah.
And I'm going to show off from the article a very interesting tweet, as you can see, in comparison to that. I will say, I have watched this. I'd rewatch. That's all you need to know. I'd rewatch it. That's all. And do not ask me for what the code is on this, because I do not remember. But use your Google Foo, and you can find it. And I'm gonna say this. Whenever Ichigo goes, "Ya nasty," I'm picturing her dressed up as a Southern belle, and you see her all prim and proper. When she turns and gives you that look and that talking, it's just like, what? It's just like, you're just not expecting it, you know? Yun. Oh, God. Yeah, yes, you agree. Twirling the parasol. She comes out as Peach. She flips to Daisy's personality, going, "Ya nasty," and then flips right back into Peach's personality, twirling the parasol and walking off.
I actually collect fans' parasols and teacups, so hi.
Oh, then that means there is a character in ReZero that might just be up your alley.
I have been checking it out a little bit because I know my hubs has watched the series. I haven't really gotten into it because it's got so many sub-series to it, but I eventually will. I
believe Crunchyroll has like a director's cut, which is like, they put everything into like 45-minute clips, so it's a lot quicker. They just streamlined a lot of stuff. But the character I'm talking about, I forget her name, she appears in season 2, so.
Okay, I'll keep an eye out.
All right. And now that we got that out of the way, ooh, excuse me, we come to the part of the show that you all are here for, and that's, meanwhile, in Japan, these interesting articles. Now,
I'll take the first one.
Of course. There are 4, but we're only going to go with 3. I will go with the third article, and Ichigo.
I'm doing the second one.
Okay, so all right, so we'll save this last article here for next week, if that. So, as you can see, Ari, I kind of put a link underneath that because there are more photos that the original article does not have. So enjoy.
So yeah, going straight from bukkake to the people taking the bukkake.
Hey yo!
An entire building of restaurants and bars will be staffed by Japanese adult film actresses in Tokyo. Soft on Demand says its 5-floor complex will be a theme park for adults. Oh boy. Oh, and Soft on Demand is Japan's most prominent adult video production distribution company. A couple years ago, they decided to try something different. They rented a small shop space in Akihabara, where else, converted it into a casual bar, and staffed it with a rotating roster of fully clothed adult film actresses who had appeared in SOD productions. The bar turned out to be a hit, inspiring a second location in Nakano, and now Soft on Demand, well accustomed to the phenomena, excitement makes things much bigger. Heyo! It's ready to launch its most ambitious drinking and dining venture with the 5-floor SOD land, or SOD land, I guess, in a Kabuchiko nightlife quarter. Each floor will feature a different theme. First floor is primarily for guidance in setting your bill, although there's a gift shop. The basement has the newcomer adult film actress floor, where you'll find the SOD fresh-faced female employee pub, staffed by actresses whose debuts are upcoming or just happened recently. New girls in the basement of a porn company? That sounds shady. Up on the second floor is Kakubu Station, where customers can drink with women who work in the Fuzoku industry, which encompasses hotel bars, erotic massage, and other entertainment services of risque nature. The third floor, the famous adult actress floor, swings back to Soft on Demand's core business with the presence of the company's major on-screen talent, offering, in their words, a space of dreams where you can become friends with famous adult film actresses while drinking in the Seine bar. And the fourth floor hosts the style bar, where SOD actresses in swimwear mix drinks for customers behind a one-way mirror, and private conversation between patrons is strictly prohibited to allow them to quietly contemplate the view. Yeah, that view is worth contemplating, all right.
And I'm looking at the comments here. Somebody mentioned that they just started watching an anime that takes place in Kabukicho, and he's like, his response is, "Destiny is calling." Fair enough. And I might have to check out this series. It's called Kabukicho Sherlock, which translates to, like, no shit Sherlock. That sounds like something that's right up my fucking alley. But yeah.
And I did put a link to more pictures in, like, not in the article, into the chat.
Forget going to HentaiCon. I want to go to Porno World.
Porn restaurant.
That too. Either or works.
It's set to open October 10th, and if you like the idea of a silent bar that don't necessarily need the bikini bartenders, Kabukicho has a place for that too. Also, it has an admission fee of 500 yen.
That's $5. Shut up and take my money.
The images they have in the article that you posted to the chat, Ari, they look super innocent. They're very childlike in the design, and so it's like, you'd never know.
Well,
I'm going. That's a lot of the appeal.
I'm going to say this, as a connoisseur of somebody who watches these videos, SOD actually has a line of videos of these girls wearing these outfits, as like, they have videos of them wearing these outfits getting into the business. So, and also, Sia Tabiri says, but can you meet Beryl Summer from PGSM there? Hadn't she been an adult actress? I forgot about that. I totally forgot, because the only adult actress in Super Sentai that I knew about, I forget her name, but she was Kagerishima from Engine Sentai Go-Onger. She was the older villainess. And that was the only one I knew about. Now I gotta tell my friend Sienna this. She's gonna be like, what? Oh, man. The one time Mako-chan's not here.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
She's probably pointing and laughing at us.
Definitely. Or she will be when she watches, because we do put these up on Twitch.